Hollywood's very much incorporated into your thinking now when you're publishing your sort of
Zero.
no?
Because they're totally undependable. I can't depend on them at all. So I would never write a Hollywood novel, but if I did, the first line is, "Hello, I lied." Whatever. Not that they're liars out there, but it's just you can't depend on it. We're actually. I was looking at dailies this morning for the first episode of the. We're doing the Alex Cross series on Amazon with Aldous Hodge, and he's great. He's a great Alex. He'll be the third Alex now, and he's really good. Really does a nice job.
You mentioned Little Brown. What is the role of a publisher these days when somebody like you could easily self-publish on, say, Amazon or any other platform and get 100% of the revenues basically versus a smaller percentage? Or whatever. I don't know the economics.
People have done that. There have been a couple of bestsellers. I think Patricia Cornwell did it for a while.
A lot of business authors do that.
Yeah, there have been a few. That doesn't particularly interest me. I mean, if I was younger, I might consider trying to do something like the old United Artists, get 5 or 6 writers, and let's just start our own company, and no middle people. We'll just do the whole thing. But I'm not at this stage. I'm not interested in doing that. So yeah, I mean, Little Brown. They have a really good couple of good editors, really good editors. They work hard. They have the relationships with the Amazons and Walmarts and Barnes and Noble, et cetera, Targets. So that's good, and I certainly don't want to do that at this stage of my life.
Okay.
I have a nice life. I love my wife. I love my son. I don't,
You don't need it.
I'm behind me looking at that way is the ocean. It's good.
Well, it sounds like you're also still pretty good with the New York Times, right? So for all
that's fine. Yeah, absolutely. If anything, this is just one of these things where it's a little wagging the finger in a very minor way and saying, you guys are better than this. And they should be. I'm a little disappointed that they didn't just go like, you know what, we need to fix this. This has been wrong for a long time, and it affects a lot of writers. It affects young writers that suddenly they don't make the list and they miss it, and that's a big deal. This thing isn't a big deal, other than I think this particular book, Walk the Blue Line, is important. But they're better than that.
Yeah,
I don't know. They can say what they want to say, but. It doesn't track. It just the numbers are. It's just easy. It's like third grade math, and then they'll say like, well, we don't just count raw sales. What? You cook sales? I don't.
It is judging the reader. It is definitely saying the independent book store buyer is superior in some way to the Walmart buyer, et cetera.
You can't do that, because I love indies and I throw a lot of money at indies, but it is like 7-8% of the sales. That's reality. And it's still, here it is, and it's on your street, and it's valuable and it's wonderful, and but you can't base the bestseller list on that.
Yeah.
You can if it's the indie list.
Well, here's to more.
They have their own magazine.
I do not doubt we will see you on the bestseller list again, James.
I hope so.
and thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you.